So, Kevin came up with the grand idea of he was going to ask me questions and I was going to answer them. And if you'd like to know what the questions are, they're not here. You're going to get my answers and then my questions to Kevin. Pete Carroll thinking. What was Pete Carroll thinking? He was thinking, I really don't want to win this game. Warren Sapp was thinking about, I have no idea. He's obviously been paying too much attention to the NBA dude who just lost his job for the same thing. Was Nick sleepy? Well, he was probably still high. Anderson retiring should happen. Stat. I don't see why he has any other reason to stick around now, especially with the allegations. Rumble Johnson. Gordon's the bigger bust because he's the proven commodity. I'm assuming Terrence Cody was going to feed the dog to the gator. NCAA basketball. Top 4 seeds, Kentucky, because it doesn't matter. That team's unstoppable. Golden State or the Hawks. I'm going with Golden State because Golden State has a proven go-to scorer. I don't think the Hawks have that. That could be good or bad. But when they get in a crunch and they look around for someone to finish the game or even win the game for them, who do the Hawks go to? Last but not least, Nats 100 games. Ain't gonna happen. Now, with all that said and everything that's happened since this has all come out, Kevin, White Kevin. Anderson Silva got Anderson Silva got busted for steroids. 2 separate metabolites or whatever in his system. Was this the first time? Was this the only time? Were there previous times that we don't know about due to the fact that the man has fought in Brazil and he was Dana's savior? So that's my question. Do you think this is the first time, or do you think this is just the first time he's been caught that we know about? What kind of predicament do you see the UFC being in? And what I mean by that is you got John Jones supposed to be the greatest ever. He gets busted for coke. Anderson Silva supposed to be the greatest ever. He gets busted for steroids. GSP was supposed to be the greatest ever, just disappeared. So you're 3 pound-for-pound fighters who the UFC have really used to propel their product. Just one's disappeared and 2 have been busted for dope. What's your opinion on the UFC and who they're going to next? I know who they couldn't afford to have, and that's Ronda Rousey. They can't afford to have Ronda Rousey fuck up or like that. If she loses, she loses, but we all know that ain't going to happen. I'm trying to think what else is going on in sports. I'd like to come up with 10 questions, but that shit's too long. Next question. Will the Seahawks re-sign Marshawn Lynch? That's part 1. Part 2, if he's not in Seattle, where would you like to see him go? And who do you think would make a hard push to have Marshawn Lynch? And last but certainly not least, what's your opinion of Russell Wilson attending the Texas Rangers training camp or spring training or whatever the shit it's called? Get at me, let me know, and I guess soon you and I will have to shoot a show. The good people on your video want it. Some Ebony and Ivory, and some guy commented about why am I still subscribed. Don't. No one's asking you to. We've never asked anyone to subscribe. Well, way back in the day. But if you were subscribed then, you'd still be here. So hopefully me and Darkness will soon shoot a video where we actually listen to each other talk and play off each other, because that's what you're here for, right? Anyway, deuces.